I was about your age when I came across the idea of the social purpose in business, about your age at Van City. And I can remember back to my second board meeting. My second meeting, we'd just gotten through the usual business of the day, capital adequacy, liquidity, member growth, mergers. And there was an agenda item that said, other business. And so I thought this was my chance to ask a question. We had an extra hour on the meeting. So I put up my hand and I said, what about philanthropy? This was about 1986. What about philanthropy? And I couldn't believe the reaction. The chair dismissed my remarks as being out of order. The CEO said, this is not a sock hop. This is not the kind of thing we talk about in business. The meeting was adjourned. I felt embarrassed. I felt alone. I felt abandoned. I was confused, and most of all, I was outraged. You too will be up against it when you find that your ideas are different from everyone else's, and you need to stay the course. You need to be fearless and maintain the courage of your convictions. We persevered at Van City, and much has changed for the better, like the glasses, especially the shoulder pads. When we started out, sustainability was not in the corporate strategy. And when I left, it was. We had transformed the business model. What we are realizing is that there's some very profound sustainability megaforces at play. Population and middle class is growing exponentially. Climate change is accelerating. Water is scarce. 1 billion people are hungry. And 1 billion people are overweight. And there's a growing divide between the richest and the poorest citizens. These sustainability issues, what we think of as sustainability, such as climate change and food scarcity and water scarcity, these are starting to erode the very foundations of today's business model. They're changing the operating context of business. We need to go much beyond incrementalism as usual, which, by the way, was my practice as a sustainability consultant 10 years ago. And we need to go beyond change as usual. We need a new paradigm of business. Now, I'm sharing with you here a CSR continuum. You've probably seen something like that in one of your business classes. I got this from Canadian Business for Social Responsibility. They hired me last summer to answer the question, what does it mean to be a transformational company? What are the new expectations of business? How can business be a force to help not just anticipate and react to some of these sustainability issues and threats, but how can they help to influence them for the better? Your journey reminds me of my kids' elementary school annual relay race. I am in awe of those young athletes stretching to their limit in this relay, stretching to their very personal best, with the look in their face of hope, determination, and energetic belief in their very enterprise, in what it is that they are doing. And it moves me to tears. And that's how I feel about the race you are about to be on. You are on a race against odds. We all are. It's a race that is going to be challenging of all of us as never before. It's a race against time. You can shortcut this journey. What took Van City, and they're still in their transformation, what took them about 30 years, took Hemlock Printers about 10 years, you can shortcut the journey. You have the skills, you have the tools, you have the vision, and you have the courage to be able to really work at this. You kind of learn from these giants like Van City and through what you're learning in business school and other things, of how you've been able to use that to exponentially create the change that we need to be able to enable 9 billion people to live with a good standard of living on this planet. So you are about to start the race of your lives. Get ready for the baton.